Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 failed business ventures by celebrities and influencers. Because in the shimmering, airbrushed world of celebrity, where success is constantly being shoved in our faces, it can be strangely comforting to see that even those who seem untouchable can, well, completely and utterly fail. Let's dive into the stories behind these epic flops and maybe, just maybe, learn a thing or two along the way. Kanye. A man who needs no introduction, primarily because he won't stop introducing himself. We begin our journey into entrepreneurial misfortune with Yeezy himself, and his ill-fated foray into high-fashion pastel. Now we all know Kanye loves a good fashion risk, but pastel was ambitious even for him. This wasn't just slapping a logo on a t-shirt and calling it haute couture. We're talking years of hype, sneak peeks at fashion shows, whispers amongst the fashion elite. Pastel was supposed to be Kanye's masterpiece, his grand entrance into the upper echelon of designers. But then, nothing. Crickets. The line never actually made it to stores. Whatever the reason, pastel remains a cautionary tale. Even the biggest names with the grandest visions can stumble. Next up, we have Jessica Simpson, a woman who once famously mistook tuna for chicken of the sea. So, perhaps it shouldn't surprise us that her foray into the beauty industry with a line of edible cosmetics called Dessert Beauty didn't exactly go to plan. The premise, in theory, was pretty genius. Or at least it sounded good when pitched at a marketing meeting after 3 glasses of Chardonnay-infused lip gloss with the sweet taste of dessert. What could go wrong? Well, for starters, the taste apparently didn't quite live up to the hype, and by that I mean it was like licking a scented marker that had been left out in the sun. But perhaps the biggest issue was the fundamental concept itself. Because, and call me old-fashioned, but when I think beauty products, edible isn't usually the first thing that springs to mind. Chapter 3. Lohan Beach House, Paradise Lost. Lindsay Lohan, actress, singer, entrepreneur, or at least that was the plan. In 2018, amidst a flurry of paparazzi flashes and questionable life choices, Lohan decided to conquer the world of hospitality with her very own beach club in Mykonos, Greece. It was called, appropriately enough, Lohan Beach House. Now, Mykonos is known for its luxurious parties, its azure waters, and its clientele with more money than common sense. So on paper, this wasn't a terrible idea. But the dream, much like a poorly mixed mojito, quickly turned sour. Lohan Beach House closed its doors in 2019, leaving behind a trail of unpaid debts and a lingering sense of what could have been. Chapter 4. 50 Cent Not-So-Sound Investments. You know, for a man who built his career on being street smart, 50 Cent's venture into the world of consumer electronics was, well, let's just say it wasn't exactly get rich or die trying. In 2011, 50 Cent, real name Curtis Jackson, launched SMS Audio, a company specializing in headphones. The goal was simple: take on the big boys like Beats by Dre and Bose, and claim a piece of that sweet, sweet audio pie. The problem? Well, aside from the fact that the headphone market was already pretty saturated, SMS Audio never really managed to establish itself as anything more than that brand 50 Cent owns. Sure, they had celebrity endorsements, flashy designs, and the backing of a hip-hop mogul. But what they lacked was a unique selling point, that special something that made them stand out from the crowd. The company filed for bankruptcy in 2015, proving that even the most successful rappers can fall victim to the fickle nature of the tech industry. Chapter 5. KW Beauty, a fading star. Finally, we arrive at Kim Kardashian, the queen bee of the Kardashian-Jenner clan, and a woman who could probably sell bottled tap water to a thirsty camel. But even Kim, with her Midas touch, isn't immune to the occasional business blunder. Enter KKW Beauty, a cosmetics empire built on the back of contouring, lip kits, and an almost superhuman ability to generate social media buzz. For a while, KKW Beauty was unstoppable. Every product launch sold out instantly. Fans swore by the formulas, and Kim's bank account grew fatter by the day. But then, cracks began to show in the perfectly contoured facade. The market, it seemed, had reached peak Kardashian. Consumers, bombarded with an endless stream of celebrity beauty brands, started to experience something revolutionary: fatigue. While KKW Beauty hasn't completely gone the way of the dodo, it's a shadow of its former self. So there you have it, our whirlwind tour of celebrity business failures. Amidst the wreckage of these failed ventures, there's a valuable lesson to be learned. Even the most famous, the most successful, the most impossibly perfect among us can and do fail. It's what we learn from those failures, how we pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off, that truly matters. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about the highs and lows of celebrity ventures.